All right, go.
I'm rocking with Don Kilam.
Let's go. Peace and love. Peace and love. How's everybody feeling? Peace, peace, peace. How's everybody feeling? Peace and love. You can text private life to 702 200 4900. Again, text private life to 702 200 4900. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Let me know where everybody's tapped in and tuned in from. Let me know your city. Let me know your city. Peace and love. I see the school jumping in. I see y'all. I was waiting on y'all. How's everybody feeling? I just want to tap in with everybody. If you got any questions, let y'all know. I am working hard. Got some more plans this week. Got to make another trip this week. I am getting travel IDs out for everybody. So the announcement for the books, I signed a publishing deal. So all the books have been pulled from Amazon. I signed a publishing deal. So all the books have been pulled from Amazon. I don't know how this stuff works right here in the school. I thought y'all could talk to me and stuff. Oh, here's the chat right here. My bad. Hey, peace and love, y'all. So we got Hawaii in the building. Shout out to Hawaii. We got Atlanta, New York, Massachusetts, Houston, Pittsburgh. Who's coming to Las Vegas? Peace and love, y'all. What y'all working on? Getting the name in my LLC. I muted. So today, so far, I went over child support. I'll see y'all in Vegas, though. I got the lanyards. I need to mail them out, too. So if y'all book the VIP, which that is, you go to Eventbrite, it's in the school, where you can text private life to 702 200 4900. I'll make sure you get that. So on Eventbrite is a 3-day weekend, right? Three days. Friday is the first day, Saturday, and then Sunday. So I'll put it in the chat too. It's going to be a paper ticket to get in the first night. I'm going to be sending that to the address on file, your shipping address on file, along with a VIP lanyard. Shamar says he's getting his documents coming from Status Select, and then he still needs to turn his name into an LLC and get the holding company and unincorporated association. Let's go. 720 Love Entertainment says, you came a long way, fam. Thank you for still being there. I appreciate that. Let me know, man. I was just texting this. I had people online in the school. So I was like, let me go online and just check in with my people, make sure they're good. So let me know if you need anything from me right now. I will answer your questions. Put it in the chat. Shielded Wolf. We got Elena in the building. Jaquan Francis. Gully the Buddha. Janae Hanks. Shamar Moore. Ahmad Nelson. Alfred Santiago. David Jones. Keontae Rashid. RJ Oak Tribe. Let's go. Iman Bay. Lionel. Carino. Let me know. This now is the time. So, Alfred, this is a good question. All right. Because they say, no, there's no such thing as a stupid question, but there is. Okay. There is in my school. But this is a great question if you're a beginner to business credit. Alfred says, do I need a DUNS number to start my business credit and get myself to a 90 Paydex? Yes, you do. Get that Duns and Bradstreet number. And it's free. Just go to dnb.org. Let me make sure that's even the right shit. I said the right shit. It might be .com. dnb.com. See, I said it wrong. dnb.com. Go to dnb.com. I said .org. But it's .com. Get your Duns and Bradstreet number. It's free. First, I think you just search it. Every business has one. If you start getting net 30 accounts, they're going to give you a DUNS number anyways. So I'll put that in the chat. When you're creating the LLC in your name, what do you file it under as an operation? Whatever makes sense to you. I can't tell you how to start your own business. I can't tell you what you're doing business as, what you're doing it for. Trust administration, holding companies, what you doing it for? Business to business management, business consultant, what you doing for the family? Do I need a virtual office for the trust, holding, and SPV? You need it for wherever you're gonna need it for the family office. So I hope that makes sense. You're gonna need a virtual address, virtual office for the family office. This can be for everything. It can be for your trust. You can use the same address.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Peace and love. It's your boy Don Kilam, and welcome to Dream Keepers Radio. that Private Life podcast. You're here, tuned in with your boy, and this is brought to you by Follow the Yellow Brick Road by Don Kilam. Search the book on Amazon now. Go get the book and uncover the matrix and how the United States is operating in the financial marketplace. Much peace and love. It's your headquarters. He says, thank you. I already got it listening to you. Also put my name in the LLC, but it's a consultant for my second business. So I will be doing a consult with you soon. All right, peace and love. My first one was business consulting and credit consultant because I'm working on the credit of the family. I'm working on the credit of the business. He says he has a foreign trust with a 9(8), but listed as co-grantor, trustee, and beneficiary. Yeah, that's gonna get rid of that protection because you're all three. You don't want to be a grantor, trustee, and beneficiary. You just want to be that trustee. The non-grantor trust is the route to go. The non-grantor way, or the family will be the grantor, or the family holding company, something like that. You know. You don't want to be all three. That's commingling. I got any more questions? Yes, you can structure everything without an income, but you need to be having an income in order to get funded and business credit. Well, I'm on Instagram too. She says, please help us, Dom. Scroll up to my first comment. How about you scroll down to the pin managed message and text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Taking messages from the school, not you freeload motherfuckers, okay? This is kind of like advertisement. Text Private Life to 702-200-4900. No one gives a fuck what you need right now. You're trying to get fucking free information from me. How about you go into the school where I'm answering my school members' fucking questions because nobody gives a fuck about a motherfucker bumming and begging me. Go ask Google, motherfucker. How about ask your mom and your daddy? Because I'm not your motherfucking daddy. You can ask them for free, right? Want to pick my mind? I need to pick your pockets. Fuck motherfuckers. Back to class. I appreciate y'all, class. So you can book a consultation for $500 for the half hour. It's in the pinned messages in the school. Or you can text Private Life to 702-200-4900. 508 versus non-grantor for the family trust. Whatever makes sense to you. I don't use a 508 anymore. Well, does that answer your question? He said, I love when you do that. I hate a begging motherfucker. Like, I'm doing something special for y'all. I seen there was 20 people online in the school right now. I was like, you know what? Let me see if they need something right now before I get busy again. Because y'all make me relevant. Y'all really make me relevant. And that's the main reason why I really want y'all to be at these get-togethers when I do these events. I want y'all to be there to interact with each other. I don't want y'all to interact in the school with each other. I want y'all to interact in person with each other. That's when you meet that person, you get the vibe, then you give them, man, here's my email. You know, here's my phone number that you can reach me at. Because it was a real vibe. It was a real connection. You gravitated towards the people that you was around. It's different on the internet. Energy can be shielded. It can be changed. Connections are just different. And when you meet in person, it's just something totally different. You might find a connection that lasts forever. So, like in these events, I used to love it when people would bring me proof of their processes and things that used to happen. Like, hey, this when I first ever seen a trailer or it was a trailer in a trailer home and cars ever be uh, get them discharged and things like that. It wasn't because I did it; it's because I seen it, and that's what made me believe it. So just thought I'd throw that out there. Just like when I was just in 2 weeks or last week, not this last weekend, but the weekend before last, I was in Texas, Dallas, Texas, with a lot of my students, and it was dope. To I don't want to put nobody's business out, but some of my students, two of my students was a brother and sister. They own a car lot. All right, I'm not gonna put their business out because I don't want to get them jammed up and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But somebody was like, "Hey, can I do this?" Like we worked out something where motherfuckers can get a car from their car lot through a certain bank, get paid, and then discharge the car. And you're going to be able to do that with about at least 15 cars before they even start pulling their contract with the car lot. You're going to need some type of ID. This is why I tell people, get the Palau ID. Get the Palau ID. He asked me, how do I open up a trust account without a state ID? I teach people how to get the Palau ID so you can be foreign. I'm looking for it. Hold on, y'all. I'm putting the link in the chat. Go get the ID. Y'all need to see it. Y'all see it? I tell everybody to get this Palau ID, world passport, international driver's license. And that's what I keep on me. Even with Interpol International Police, I keep my Palau ID inside my badge. So boom, that's what I use. I'm always international. I'm always international. Always international. Does that make sense, everybody? Let me know if you're in school. That makes sense. So you gotta understand you're foreign anyways. What we're trying to do is be foreign. So we can stay outside the scope of taxation. So Sheila Wolf says, should the government name be taken out of the portfolio? Yes. So I used to do the same thing. So I made a book called Trusting Myself. So I'm kind of glad that that book has got taken down because I was taught to make your name as a trust first. And Status Select does that as well. So it's own nothing, control everything. If you remain private, you don't want to make your name into the trust. The trust needs to be private without your name being exposed to the public. So I make my name an LLC. I use it that way. Family holding company, family membership association as a trust, or you can even have a offshore holding company as well. These are some good questions today. I got to wake up and come in the daytime for the intelligent class, huh? At nighttime, it be all those motherfuckers. I swear to God. I'm just messing with y'all. Yeah. It's the enlightened class right here. I like y'all's questions. And I'm glad that you could comprehend that instead of just saying like, hey, just talking smack. Because yes, I did used to make my name up. I almost even did a UCC one on my name. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I even almost authenticated my birth certificate. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. I'm working on some more content for y'all this week because I've been slacking. I was in California all week last week. I gotta go back this weekend. We just enjoying we enjoying the good life. We're enjoying the good life. But I'm telling y'all do want to meet in person with everybody. Stages in the building. So what I'm telling y'all is some deals were made. Some deals were made. So even though usually I tell y'all to cut me in or cut it out, but these were some major deals, and I look forward. It's not something we're gonna be able to really talk about in the public, but if you're in the private, yes, man. There's people out here that own businesses that understand the game that look forward to busting moves with you, so to speak. So like, hey, you need a car. We can assist in the car and we'll even give you a percentage of when we receive it. And then once we receive the credit from the bank, then you can dispute it. I mean, literally, that's what went down. Literally, that's what went down. If you get what I just put down, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But I thought that was pretty nifty, and they're even going to give the consumer a cut of the bank. So you can't lose with the stuff I use, man. Y'all got any more questions? Put it in the chat. In the school. I appreciate everybody in here. Shout out to Ahmed Nelson, Alfred Santiago, Ali D. And speaking of Ali, the bank is similar to your name. David Jones, that I was just speaking about. Elena, Iman, Guli, Janae, Jaquan, Keontae, Lazarus, Lionel, RJ, Sage, Sierra, Shamar, got Wolf, Supra, Sydney, and Tyrone. I'm about to hop up off if you don't have no more questions. He says, are CPNs and legal CPNs still a good investment? I would say yes, if you can make your credit profile strong enough. But things are changing with facial recognition, if that makes sense. So it's the facial recognition thing for me. He says, does Minnesota hold any weight in private life? I don't believe so, but people still do that.
I had a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Just to understand, because I've been watching a lot of the material that you put in the group, and it's really great. But sometimes I feel like I overthink it. So a question that I wanted to know was, how would you go about if you was to set up the trust and everything like that? How would you go about discharging it? Would it be like the same way how you do it with a consumer with a social security number, or?
I don't discharge anything anymore. So people that's been following me the last year, I don't discharge anything. I pay my bills. I get tax credits.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I want everybody I do want to touch on this because I was just on the last call, the private call I had. So first and foremost, let's start with this. I'm gonna share my screen, and when y'all see the screen, just put in the chat that I see it. So first things first, I want everybody, when you start making your name the business, you need to hire yourself. And you're gonna want to keep payroll. Okay, where I go is ADP. There's something called Gusto you can use too, but I use ADP. Okay, I'm gonna tell you another hack for this. Okay, another hack is when you start doing this, it's gonna report that you work for whatever company that you're saying that you hooked up the payroll to. So every time that you're on the clock for your company, you need to be keeping track. You're hiring yourself for research and development. This is R&D tax credits. Now, since your name is a business, some people do it as their name as a business. They work for that. I like to use like holding companies to do this. But a lot of people that I helped get this credit, they did it from their name as an LLC. And the research have been developing their family lineage and looking to preserve it. So that's just one form of a tax credit. We got education tax credits that you can also get back. If you pay for life insurance, health insurance, you get those tax credits back. You can write off net operating losses and get credits back. So it's like when you're an individual, you can get like tax credits back for like child care and stuff. So with businesses, you can get way more back. Fuel, you keep track of fuel. You turn, like I tell everybody, turn your car into a family vehicle. It's a family office. It's a family car. If you're a felon, then you hire yourself. If you have an electric car, home office deductions, business losses comes back as a tax credit. Another one is sick pay. So you can usually get up to it's not a lot, but at the end of you could pay yourself for sick pay. These are all tax credits. Now, when you're going to I'm gonna teach y'all something else that's crazy about these tax credits. Let me find it in the school so y'all can see it's already in there. In the book, The Capitalizing Namepreneur, is where I started introducing everybody to tax credits. I'm gonna share my screen again. Y'all let me know if y'all see it. So this is directly in the school. Let me know in the chat that you see it. He said, would you be able to file a R&D tax credit and a 1099 INT at the same time? Yes. I'm not going to get deep on 1099 INTs because that shit really is the private life, but it is in the the capitalizing namepreneur. So this right here.
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kilam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Callum reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This. Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by Don Callum. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
$48.52. Don't put this number in here. Please don't. Put your own numbers. So, what this is for is to get your Social Security, Medicaid, and federal income tax back. You get the EIN number of your employer and what year you're doing it back. So it depends on what IRS agent you have, but you can go back 3 years for sure. And all you're doing is opting out those contracts. Form 4852. You're opting out those contracts. So I'm just letting y'all see it. Hope that's some game. I'll put this in the chat for y'all. I know a lot of people are not going to understand. I'm not going to go deep on it. Someone else said they already filed these. So I learned about this during COVID when all the street workers, somebody brought me to New York. What's up? What's up? I'll mute you if you ain't talking. So look, somebody brought me to New York, and they was helping all the like street workers and stuff because they got, I don't know, during COVID they didn't have no work to do, and he helped them get all their money back. The dude, he used to work for the IRS. Now he works for the people. But this was one of the first forms he started using to help people get those things back. So you get your federal income back, you get your Social Security back, your Medicare back, and you get your state income back too. So go ahead and fill that in too. So that's some game for you. All this is in the school. And then if you just have a regular sole proprietor business, you can fill out something called a Schedule H for your home office. A Schedule H, you can get back a lot of money and do sick pay as well. Well, you get about 40, 50,000. I've seen people get up like 80,000, but generally it's around 40, 50,000. Yes, that's a good question. Abner, excuse my language, but your ass be studying. So he asked, should we have an exempt W-4 or W-8 BEN on file before this? Definitely should always have an exempt W-4 if you're going to fill that out. But a W-8 BEN, always, that's what's going to update your tax status so you're not being taxed. I'm going to see if I got a template in the school of a W-8 BEN. And I do. I'll put that in the chat for y'all. It's a W-8 BEN and a foreign status affidavit. There you have it. So this is a certificate of foreign status for all y'all who do not know what a WABEN is. Now, if you're doing a foreign entity, you want to do something called a WABENE. You don't have to be ordained to get a WABEN, no. This is just updating your foreign status, your status as foreign. And this definitely will help you if you have that Palau ID. You want to move, because that's the only reason why I'm making y'all foreign anyways, is because y'all didn't understand that you're already foreign when you're using your state. Your state is foreign to the United States corporation. Your state is sovereign. The United States corporation is that, a corporation. There's a difference between being a national and being a U.S. citizen. Being a national, you're sovereign. You're foreign from the United States corporation. But being a citizen, you belong to the government. You belong to the United States corporation. I'm gonna share my screen. I don't know if I'm still sharing it. So this is federal law right here. 15 U.S.C. 4724 E1. 15 U.S.C. 4724 E1. For you guys that don't know, and girls, ladies, USC means United States codes. These are federal codes. So United States business. The term United States business means a United States citizen. That is A. That is definition A. Put it in the chat so y'all can click it too. So you know it's not my information. I'm not trying to bamboozle you. I'm not trying to make you see something you don't see. He says, do you have a template for the soap opera? No, I do not. But I got people that do it. You just gotta know your accountants and bookkeepers. And then 28 USC 3002, section 15A. 28 USC 3002. We'll just go to 3002 starting off. Again, these are federal codes. I'm going to go to person first. So person means a corporation. Anything that's dealing with the United States is a corporation. That's the first definition of United States, a federal corporation. So this is what I'm telling you, make your name a business. They only deal with businesses. They only deal with corporations. And that's how we combat everything. I hope that makes sense for everybody.
Yo, I definitely got a question when you can.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Shit, I definitely. So when you make your name a business, right? And you got your name as a business joint. That same credit that you got up under your regular name, it moved to business credit, right?
So I'm gonna throw it out here like this. I helped a lot of people build business credit on their name, but I created a different business that doesn't have my name on it. Does that make sense?
My bad. What you said again?
So I have helped a lot of people build business credit under their first, middle, last name LLC.
Right.
But I do my best to build the credit on a business that doesn't have my name on it.
Right. That makes sense.
Because I'm not. If something happens and I want to dispute a debt or something like that, if something does happen, like I said, I like to pay my bills. But if
Right.
I need to get rid of it, I'm getting rid of it from the LLC name. I'm never going to say I'm that name.
So when it makes sense to go ahead and just go ahead and build that motherfucker up for real. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Someone says no PG, so I do PGs. I do personal guarantees. But if shit hits the fan, I'm not. Because like I said, I want to pay my bills now, so I can get bigger credit lines. You know. But at the end of the day, and then get the tax credits back. But at the end of the day, if something happens, because like in 2021, 2022, I got rid of like I want to say 40 credit cards. I didn't pay none of them motherfuckers off, and I disputed them from my name LLC. That makes sense. That because when they try to say it's personal, you tell them no, it's not. It's a business. That makes sense.
Definitely.
I hope that makes sense for everybody else too. And
Is
then
this
so
recorded?
yeah, this is recorded. I hope so. I've never used the school recording though. I don't know where to get them. So if I find it, I'm putting it in the school. But I am recording it on Instagram, so we got it regardless. But yeah, so hope that makes sense. I can't just tell y'all to go run a bag up and fuck them over because that's a federal offense. Y'all got that? Put y'all understand or understand or a check mark or something that y'all 100 fire emoji that you get what I just put down. I can't tell you just to go run up a bag and fuck the bank over because that's a federal offense. All right. Y'all know I'm international police. Quit playing. I can't be telling y'all that shit. But if shit hits the fan, my name is the business. What the fuck is y'all talking about? I work for that motherfucker. I'm looking for him too. That's all I'm saying. But make your name a business. Simple as that. LLC. Anytime you respond to them, you put LLC after the name. Or even your holding company. So this is why I tell people create a holding company or even your little private trust that you have. You can have the trust represent you as the consumer because it's an account. So your intention can never be to defraud these motherfuckers because that's an offense. So I just want to throw that out there. But on a different note, here's what they're not following, okay? This is what I need y'all to understand. I don't talk about it like I used to, but when they pull credit reports, I want you to know a credit report is not following GAAP procedures. And I'm gonna need to know that my school is following me on this. So GAAP stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. The reason why I'm bringing up accounting principles is because a lot of people are fighting things with consumer law when it has nothing to do with consumer law. You were already an investor because a social security number is a private trust. I'm going to just show y'all real quick to back my claims. But in the chat, let me know if there's anybody, you don't have to respond, but let me know if there's anybody that doesn't understand that the Social Security is a trust. I said private trust. It's a public trust. Is there anybody that does not comprehend that the Social Security number is a trust? Okay. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page now. So the Social Security number is a trust. You see it right here. And the trust fund owns all the United States national debt. And we can click right here. I'm going to give y'all the links. Y'all can do y'all's own research to understand that this is a trust. When I showed y'all that 4852, it's to get you out the contracts. A trust is a contract. All a trust is a contract, okay? So the Social Security Trust Fund, and the U.S. Treasury Department manages it. They work with the Department of Public Debt, and it's two insurance policies. So we talk about insurance. Insurance is also a trust because it's a private contract. So old age and survivors insurance is the Social Security Trust Fund. The president can access this shit. They have board members. They report to Congress. This is government right here. When you hear the word administer, when you hear the word administer, because they're an administration, okay? All this is dealing with is the estates of dead people administers, okay? The estates of dead people administers from minister. So just wanted you to see that. Now back to general accepted accounting principles. So they use your trust fund that you have signed up for because your name is now a business, right? So we're not using consumer law. You're really a private investor with a Social Security trust, and you're handing over the rights to them. Whatever company that you signed up for, and then they securitize these agreements. So securitization is another form. But starting off, these fall under accounting law. And if you want to get deeper, since the United States is under debt, you can truly use bankruptcy law. When you get a credit card, when you get a bank account, when you get a car loan, don't they give you accounting numbers? I'm going to show you how deep this goes, too. This is why they call it county. It's all the same thing. Accounting, the county, the county. These are all the same thing. It belongs for administrative purposes, and it belongs to the king. It belongs to the domain of account or oral. You're giving up your rights to royal families. Jurisdictions of counts. Account is a royal title. European title of nobility, equivalent to British earl, ranking in modern times after a marquis, or in countries without marquises, or a duke. So it's right up there with a duke. And as if you guys know, I am a duke. I know y'all can't see my screen. I got to share it every time. So there y'all go. Y'all see it? Count. So when it comes to GAAP, Lazarus says so much game. When it comes to generally accepted accounting principles, does everybody understand that everything is an account and there's accounting law? There's laws to this stuff. But instead, you use what you can only control what you create. So if you didn't create the law and the accounts and things like that, don't go by off what they said. If they create a contract, it's most likely not in the favor of you, unless you created it yourself. I just want y'all to see this. So now, what I want to tell you, when it comes to your credit report, if you understand GAAP and securitization, there's certain rules and laws that go along with this that you will always win when disputing. Public companies must follow GAAP, while many also disclose clearly labeled non-GAAP measures. So this is international finance reporting. They have standards. And one is being able to certify your financials. It's called certified financial statements, certified public accounting, through public accountants. And they can't do that. They can't go against covenants when you start understanding true, I don't know why it's jumping like that. When you start understanding true, like, ministry stuff, there's land covenants, religious covenants. You see this? And I'm not going to get too deep because I don't need to be taken off the air, but there's a certain group of people that are protected through covenants, but they're ish at the end. They're ish. When the dark people are the real Jews. I just gave y'all the hint. But and that's what it is. But they're using your covenants that you used to have with your ancestors and your gods. And that's how they're protected. But I want you to know this is how you can never lose when you start learning GAAP. If you were to get out of some debt, this is what I'm going to use. They have their own principles. Just let me show you. And then I'll show y'all something else too that I don't talk about a lot. Let me see if we can find their rules. They got their own principles. And so does financial institutes, accounting, FASB. You have FASB principles, but these are just principles. GAAP are principles. My computer freezing, so I apologize, y'all. Ain't this some shit? It was getting good, that's why. Computer freezing up, y'all. They hating. They hating. But GAAP, man. So did y'all learn some stuff today?
Definitely.
And then you can just look up Duke status and stuff like you can look up Duke in the school. Y'all can update y'all's royal statuses too. I beat court cases. With this. Setting up people's titles of nobility. Because the government can't hand out titles of nobility, even though they do. And then you just go to prestige titles. Which I'll say, this is what you file with the courts. So prestige titles. I appreciate y'all. I tap in with y'all in the school, man. I'm getting the IDs out. Be looking out. We're redoing all the books. I apologize, but we got books in the school. You know what I'm saying? We got the ebooks in the school if y'all need to catch up on stuff. But the major books are gonna be I'm gonna drop a new book as well, probably first. And I'm working on them now. Just talked to my publisher before I hopped on this call. So I signed to the publishing company. I'm getting 10 books in. Probably going to be even doing some book releases at Barnes and Noble because I got to deal with them too. Some major stuff just happened today, and I'm happy that y'all are a part of it. I appreciate y'all. This could not be possible without y'all. I'm going to continue to give y'all cash and prizes and things like that in school. And when I get my books back up, I'll be handing out more Amazon gift cards. You hear me? But I appreciate y'all. Much peace and love. And I hope that if this is recorded, I'm going to put it back in the school. But I got it on the Instagram regardless. So, but I hope I get the screen share with y'all. Much peace and love.
Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kilam, keep doing your thing, G. Hey, yo, check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav in the building, you know what I'm saying? Word up. Hey, yo, make sure y'all check out the song bars, you know what I'm saying? Word up by my man Don Kilam. You heard? A Fresco King. Yeah, boy. You know what time it is. Make sure y'all check out the bars by my boy. All right? Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kilam, keep doing your thing, G.